Many of you can see my name listed in the program as Denise Bryson. Carlton referred to me as Trixie, and Trix Moose, and many other things. That's who I am. I met Carlton in the summer of 1982 and had no idea at the time what fast friends we would become. I do, however, remember thinking that this guy could talk to a scarecrow and get a response. It's amazing how people come into our lives. Each of us is a vital thread in another person's tapestry. Our lives were woven together for a reason. And for all of us here, we had a common thread, Carlton. Now, from someone who's received more than one knitted item from Carlton, that man knew the value of a long thread. And he wove himself into a lot of people's lives. He did this by engaging people in conversation wherever he went. He would get a person's name and use it, whether they were checking him into a hotel, driving him to the airport 30 minutes before his flight left, or taking his order at a restaurant. Sometimes this would get us a bigger piece of cheesecake for dessert. Always, it would get us a smile and a good story. Last year, for our Just For Us weekend, we went whale watching at Virginia Beach. It was this time of year, and it was cold. We were on that boat for 3 hours. We saw one whale 3 times, for 2 seconds each time. We know it was 2 seconds because we found out that my camera has a 2-second delay. So we have many, many great pictures of hands pointing at water. However, we learned the migrating habits of whales and the secrets of spotting them from our captain, Ron, and we found out that his first mate, Jake, went to school at Virginia Tech. His chatting with the crew got us hot chocolate and a blanket. And the next day, when we went for our spa treatments, the people who were relaxing the massage in Carlton were soon calling me Trixie and telling me to keep up the good work of raising my son, Jack. Carlton talked with people, and he also listened. Jack would sometimes call Carlton to talk about school subjects, mostly because he didn't think I knew what I was talking about. But often he called just because he liked talking to Carlton. Just before Christmas this year, Jack called Carlton to ask if age 12 was too young to wear cologne. Carlton assured him this was a good age, and then he provided the wisdom that you never use cologne in place of deodorant. His quote to him was, "Deodorant is a must, and cologne is a plus." His Christmas gift of cologne arrived to Jack. Tuesday, the 8th of January. Perfect time. I will never forget Carlton's gifts of time, of listening, or of a big bear hug that he always gave me, but he was always willing to give each of us. And that's the common thread that Carlton wove through us. He never met a stranger. More people knew him and became friends with him than I will ever be able to count. I was surprised when we met at his memorial in Richmond last month by the number of people that I had no idea who they were. I'm sure I'd heard their names before, most likely their nicknames. But I'd never met him. And having known Carlton since college, I figured that I knew most of the people that he did. We worked in hip hockey together. We saw each other on visits during college. We lived together for a bit in Richmond. We took trips together. We saw each other when he visited his grandmother Gladys in Lynchburg. And of course, I came as often as I could to the big city. I even skipped my own 20th high school reunion and went with Carlton and shot to theirs. We told people that I was a nuclear physicist. I'm not. Others we told that I was a marine biologist, when after a couple of cocktails we could no longer pronounce the to just us, and you hold memories that are unique to your friendship with him. But if he were here today, he would confirm that each of us were woven into his life's tapestry. And I hope to follow his example and keep adding to my own by connecting with those around me, be they friends, family, or perfect strangers.